Hi Best Buds, it's Cathy with Cathy's Garden, and I'm so happy that you've joined me today. Today is hashtag #tagmetuesday, but first let's have our shout out to Denise, Lena, Gail's Creation, Mary, Black Coffee, Nikki, Junk Journal Videos, Rhodey, Autumn, Debbie, and Sheila. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today we're going to make window pocket tags. So this is how I began. I took a sheet of my music paper and I mounted it on top of some cream colored cardstock using some watered down school glue, and I took a toothbrush. No, I did not. I took a brush and I just brushed on the glue, and then I laid on the music paper and I pushed down on it to get any wrinkles out, and then I just let it dry. All right, this is going to be what I am going to make my window pocket tags out of. So the next thing I did was, you're going to see about getting yourself some images. Now, whether you cut them out of magazines or whether you have some from printables, this actually, I wanted to show you where I got this from because I think it's super cool. Here we are. It says Vintage Christmas Ephemera Book, 700 plus images. I bought this on Amazon and I absolutely love it. You can cut whatever images you want out, or you could use the pages instead if you want. So if you don't have a printer, or maybe you just would like to have it like I like to have it, you can find this on Amazon, and I just ordered it. It wasn't that expensive. Considering how expensive ink is for your printer, I don't think it's very expensive at all. So I just think it's lovely. All right, so that is where this image came from. So I have my image size. The next thing I did was I decided to cut out my music paper that I mounted on cardstock, and I forgot to ink that back. Oh, I don't think I need to. That's my front part. Right, I don't. So I just laid it on top, and I said to myself, how big do I want this card to be? Because my window's going to show my ladies here. And I want a border around the edge, but then again, I don't want it to be super big. So this image right here is 2.5 by 3.5. And my card that I made is approximately 4 by 5, approximately. I selected my outer card to be the ones with the beginning of the music stanza, and the second one doesn't have those. I just think that's so pretty. So I made them both to be the same size, as you can see there, and I inked around the back. Now, the next thing I did was I got a piece of cardstock, and how big do I want my window to be? And I decided I wanted my window to be as big as this, because there is a little bit of area that is the image that I'm going to use, that's going to be seen through my window, so it's going to hold it in nicely. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your window needs to be smaller than your image. See how mine's smaller? Okay. So I have that ready. Now this is going to be my tag, in which I'm going to place my image on, and it's going to fit inside of here. But this is going to have a window, so you're going to be able to see it, and then when you remove it, you'll be able to see the music. All right. So with all that said, we're going to take our little cardstock, which is our template, for our window, and we measure our image. So if your image is bigger, you're going to have a bigger template. If your image is smaller, you're going to have a smaller template. And vice versa, bigger card or smaller card. So this is my front. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it and line it up the best I can here. Let's see. What can I come up with? Probably about right here. And let's see. I'm going to try it. This is the hardest part, I think. Getting it straight, making sure it looks good. Taking my pencil, and I'm just going to draw where I want to take out for my window. All right, I have a little gnat or something flying around. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my hole punch. And I am going to place my hole punch in here, and then I'm just going to punch out maybe 4 like that. Then I'm going to grab my scissors, and I'm going to trim out my little rectangle here. That's going to be my window. So let's get that done. Here we go. Right along here. And along here. So you don't have to have a special die cut. You can make this work with absolutely any image you want, any size that you want, because you have made your own template. So we'll just cut this out just like that. Okay, so if it's not perfect, it's going to be okay. Whoop, what happened to my eraser? I have no eraser on that end. Here, this one has a better eraser. I'm just removing any piece of a pencil mark that's left. I don't want that on there. Then I'm going to need to ink it up. So I'm going to just get a little more ink on here, and this is Vintage Photo, and I'm just going to ink it up just so it has the same look as the other part of the project. And if y'all are wondering what Tag Me Tuesday is, it's a Facebook group that I have, and I invite you all to join. What you have to do is you will have to accept the rules. The rules are very, very simple. Be kind to everyone, and there's no selling. I understand you have to kind of look for where it asks you that question. Do you agree on the rules? Just say yes. That's all you have to answer, and then I'll accept you into the group. I will not accept if you do not say you'll be kind to others and you won't sell. That's just, I'm just going to have some kind of rules. So then I post what I made that week on. You can see close-up pictures. You can see them a little better. You can kind of study them. And then I invite you to post your version of hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. I do ask that you post what we've been making on Tuesdays and not just something that you think is cute that you want to show everyone, that you stick with the hashtag Tag Me Tuesday crafts, because your personality will come out in your designs. And oh, we love to see all the different versions of the hashtag Tag Me Tuesday. All right, so I have laid my tag down, and I laid my picture, my image, so it looks good right on there. And I just put my finger on here and I move this off just like that. Trying not to move it, which I just moved it. I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to lift it up, and I'm just going to add some glue onto my picture. Just like that. Whoa, I moved it terrible. We'll readjust. I'm going to add some more glue. Now I'm going to put this back on. Tag's going to sit on there just kind of like that. I didn't move it too badly at all. That's going to look fantastic. So let's go ahead and let's just smooth this out a little bit and maybe add a little bit more glue where we need it. So if you prep quite a few little pieces, then you can make quite a few little tags. Now you don't have to do Christmas, of course. You can do whatever pictures you want. They could be flowers. If you want to have a floral magazine, you could do absolutely anything. I am just trying very hard to get my all my pieces of ephemera done so I can post them in my Etsy shop because I'm trying to make bundles. So this is how this is going to look. Oh my goodness, I think that's adorable. So let's go ahead and let's glue this frame part on top of our base. And by doing that, I'm just making sure that everything's right side the way I want it. And I'm just not going to put glue on the top because that's where we're going to insert our tag. I'm just putting a small line of glue around the 3 sides. So here we are. And you definitely want just a little bit of glue on here. If you put a huge line of glue, it's going to spread, and then maybe your tag isn't going to fit in there the way you want it to, that you need it to. So I'm just going to add a few of the paper clips on here just to hold it tightly so we can go on to our tag and it will grab a hold, and I can stuff my tag in there so you can see what the end result is. So now let's take this and let's go ahead, and I took my punch, my tab punch, and I punched out some cardstock, and I thought that would be pretty. It's actually the exact same thing as my tag is, the background of my tag, but that's okay. You can use different, because I think on some of my examples I've used different. So this is different, like we could add that if we want. Actually, that's real pretty. Let's go ahead, let's be different. Let's add that. So I'm just going to add my glue onto my tag, and I'm just going to add this right here on top, just like that. I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to put glue on my other tab. Yes, I know I could punch them out together, but I don't, so that's just, I don't. So going to do this. So now it looks like that. Oh my goodness, I think that's adorable. Let's go ahead and let's move back over here to our tag pocket. Now, we didn't put any cellophane or any plastic or anything like that. Sometimes you just don't need to, and sometimes you just don't have it. So don't let that stop you. I mean, all of these are not, or don't have any. Now, why isn't this going in? Don't have any cellophane or plastic or anything on there. Now, to finish this off, I think I'd like to put maybe a little holly. That's mistletoe. Here's a poinsettia. That would be very pretty. Here's a poinsettia in a circle. And here's one that says December 25th, Christmas Day. Oh, I think I kind of like that. Those ladies look like they're all dressed up to go to church on Christmas Day. So I'm going to ink this up. And now I'm going to just kind of eyeball and say, I can only put glue on this part. I'm not putting glue on this part because this is our tag. And if you glue that onto your tag, you're not going to get your tag out. So we're just going to add a little bit of glue right on here. And we're just going to place it down just like that. And then maybe we would like to add a label. Let's bring in a couple labels that I have here. Here's a pretty green label. I kind of like this darker one though. Yeah, I like that darker one. So I'm going to ink this up just a little bit. Whoa, just threw it out over there. Now looks like I need to add a little bit more glue right there. I'm going to add some glue onto my label. I think it goes just like this. There we are. I don't know what the dogs are barking at, guys. I hope it's not that bothersome to you. And there we are. Pulls out, and it goes right back in. Oh my goodness, isn't that adorable? Now I have some other ones to show you. I have this one to show you, and you pull this one out, and it's like this. You just push it right back in. Well, you do push it right back in. What is it caught on? There we go. Now this one, I think this one's really sweet too. And you just pull that one right out. And then you put that one right back in. And then there's this one. And you take this one out. And you just put that right back in, just like that. Oh my goodness. I love these. I absolutely love them. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.